Now we will study of the motion with the help of displacement time graph. Here we will plot displacement values along y-axis and time values along x-axis. First case is when object at a rest. Then we know when object is at rest, its disposition does not changes. Its position is fixed even increase in time. Therefore we will obtain straight line which is parallel to the time axis. Second case is when object moves with uniform velocity along positive x-axis, then we will obtain straight line like this on this graph at any instant of at any point ratio of the displacement upon time, that is velocity, is constant. Third case is when object moves with uniform velocity along negative x-axis, then we will obtain line which exactly opposite to case when object moving along positive x-axis. Here also object moves along negative axis with uniform velocity, so at each point its ratio of the displacement upon time is constant. Then next is oscillatory motion. We know oscillatory motion means object travel path object travel same path of at same interval of time, means we know motion of the bob of the pendulum travels same path after same interval of the time. Here object first travel along x axis, then after some interval of time it will move along negative x axis, then again it moves along x axis, again negative x axis. Means such type of oscillatory motions are denoted by graph like this. Now in the next case we will study the case of motion of the object with non-uniform velocity. Here curve is denoted by the blue curve. Here at each and every point on this curve velocity is not same, that is it is called as non-uniform velocity. Now we will consider 4 points on this curve, that is A, B, C, D at the time t1, t2, t3 and t4. First we have to find out average velocity during time interval from t4 to t1, that is from point B to A. We will draw straight line which connects 2 points A to B. Now after calculating slope of this line whose coordinates are B points having coordinates t4 x4 and A points having coordinates t1 x1, we know if coordinates are known then we will find out the slope of that line, that is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Therefore slope of this line is x4 minus x1 upon t4 minus t1. So this slope of the line gives the average velocity of the object during time interval t4 to t1. Now we will decrease this time interval to t3 to t2, and here 2 points C and D when we connect by another straight line, then again slope of this line CD which is x3 minus x2 upon t3 minus t2 gives the average velocity of the body for time interval t3 to t2. Now when we again decrease time interval to t0, then we will draw one tangent PQ and slope of that tangent gives average velocity at time interval t0.